Do not freak out. But I'm in London. I'm in London. Okay, it all started December 11th, 2025, guys. This was like 6 a.m. We got back to my grandparents' house from Newark, New Jersey, just vibing out with some family and friends and stuff. And then, you know me, everything is last minute. I'm trying on shoes, I'm trying on packages from Amazon, struggling with the tripod. You get it. That tub, that, what do you call that thing? That tub right there is all the stuff I'm supposed to be bringing. As you can see on my meds, all my like toiletry stuff, it wasn't set up. Here I am thinking about putting labels on things and like how I want to do it. But it's definitely unorganized. That's how we do things here. But um, I'm doing it, guys. I'm getting myself together and trying to be really quiet because my family is still sleeping. Bless their hearts. Thank them. You know, this couldn't be possible without them. So I want to thank them for all of this. Um, and I'm prepping to make it to London. Okay, so my first flight was for December 2nd, but I had to move out of my place on 11/29, right? So that's November 29th, and it was the last minute on. Well, I was trying to move out by November 29th, but I ended up moving by November 30th, and it was all last minute. And by the time, wait a minute, this math is not mathing. Oh, my flight was for December 1st. Okay, anyway, I missed it. My first flight was to Rome. Okay, I literally looked on Google Flights for the cheapest flights out of the US and I found Rome. It was the cheapest. And then this next flight I booked, I missed the flight, ended up cutting off my pinky, long story. Was able to get the money back, made my next flight to London, and that's how I ended up in London, okay? And I got some snow boots because I knew that at some point it would get cold. Okay, now we're on the flight, okay, guys? This is like, now we're off the flight. Anyway, you get the idea. We're on the train. I made it to London, okay? Super excited. I booked a hostel for one night because I figured, okay, if I don't like it, I can always book somewhere else. And I did end up liking it. They were like really focused on social events, so we actually went out, which you will see in the video. But because it was the weekend, they were booked out. I couldn't book another time, so I'm currently at another hostel that I've been at for the past couple days, as I met a friend here that I've just been like hanging out with most of the time. She actually left from Spain. Anyway, you'll see more of that in part two. The first thing I did, you know what the first thing I did was? I went to McDonald's. Okay, went to McDonald's and I got myself. What did I get? Oh my god, it was in the receipt. It's like a latte or whatever. This is the train station. This is what I came out of when I first got off the train, off the tube as they call it here, which is very similar to the metro. And it just looks like very tourist, like lots of shops and like very tourist like area like for people. And this is what the street where the hostel I was at was on, and all the places look the same. But I'm gonna show you. It's good, of course. So I have finally left my stuff at the place. I feel so glad that I did that. And I don't have to walk around with it, but I am really tired. Like, so tired. I think maybe I'll do the tour. I don't know. Do I do the tour? Do I not do the tour? I don't know. What time is it? Because I think they leave at like 11:40. So I gotta hurry. So that's a little update. I'm gonna keep drinking my hot chocolate. Check back in later. Love you guys. Love you guys. And we're gonna head back. It's very like close walk. And I'm gonna head back because there's a tour. So I was gonna go on the tour. Stomach still hurts, still feeling sick, but we're gonna drudge along. Okay, love you guys. Okay, so boom. So now I'm walking back to the hostel. Did get lost because they all look the same. Okay. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I didn't have like data. Like my data situation, I had planned for data, but it was a whole thing. Still actually struggling with that. But this is me walking back. And I also recorded a lot more as I went on because I was really like nervous and, just getting my bearings. So I didn't do a lot of recording, but it gets better as I go. Don't worry, guys. You will see better videos. So I'm walking down the street. Those are what the license plates look like. Another video of what the street where my hostel is at looks like. A lot of the houses look like this, okay? Which is really cool. It's really interesting to see how architecture changes. I remember when I went to California, like, a lot of the houses are, like, Mexican inspired, from Mexican culture and stuff like that. So this is the tour. These are some of the people I went with. They were really cool people, really nice. The first person with the pink hair is from Australia. The person
it's called Tower Bridge. I should know this.
Oh my gosh, Canada, but she's living in Denmark. There's someone from Brazil who's living in Florida, and someone from Australia who is also just backpacking and going a bunch of places. Trigger warning for the flashing lights, but these are some of the shops they had. This is called Borough Market. I didn't end up getting anything, but they had food and different things there, and they ended up closing at 4. All right, now to day 2. It's the next day, day 2, and we got a matcha latte. It's really good, and we are not doing that good. Like, honestly, we're really tired, and maybe overwhelmed is the word, and we're just like having a hard time a little bit. But this place is, I'm really lost. I don't know how I can be lost like this. And it's more of a reason why I don't really try to get on, like, to try to get around by myself. I'm just gonna go do this tour with them, so I don't have to think too much. Yeah, sometimes I guess that happens. Sometimes you just have a hard time. I just don't know what it is. I'm really tired. Because they all look the same a little bit. This is embarrassing. There's no other word other than embarrassing. I feel like I look stupid. I feel like I look like a stupid American. I feel like people are judging me. I don't know. Maybe it's projection. I don't know. But I just feel like terrible, and I just, yeah. Wait a minute. Is this the street? Is this the street? It can't be, though. I don't know if this is the street. I'm lost. I'm like genuinely lost. Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Feeling much better. Had a little bit of an espresso. I didn't have all of it because I do want to sleep later. And I am walking back to get my laundry. That really helped a lot. Like, having the laundromat so close and like being able to wash my clothes made me feel better because I had like wet clothes and stuff. But so I'm going back to get it now, and I booked another place. So by the time I get there, it'll be time to check in. So I pretty much did what I needed to do, and I'm actually still gonna go out and get the things. Well, maybe not tonight. Maybe I will get it later. But definitely feeling much better. Feeling more normal, feeling like myself, and also feeling like what I want to try to do, because this is also a learning experience. I want to work on like pushing myself. So like even when I'm nervous or like really anxious and stuff, I just want to work on like trying to be social and like not letting that get to me. Because like just now, like I was feeling so bad and I was being so awkward and stuff, and like I don't know, it's like the energy you put out is like what you get back. So I think maybe like people were responding to my energy, because once I started being like myself, like normal, and just talking to people like normal, like that's when I started to feel more, people started to like seem to be more nice and more fun. Check back in later. Not gonna lie, it was quite terrifying. This is getting directly off of the train where I went, and this was truthfully the wrong place, but it was like a back alley I had to walk. It was kind of scary. Here's some pictures of what it looked like. Reminds me of Jersey City.
I am at the train station, waiting another 20 minutes, even though I just boarded like several trains to get here because it was the wrong place. And so I have 20 minutes. I could get food though. Maybe I could get food because it's not that far, but then I don't know if they would let me come back in. I just paid for this, so never mind. I'm not gonna get food, but I could have got food, which I did. And yeah, my stuff is really heavy, but I'm feeling good because I talked to some friends and I feel a little better about things. So we're gonna get there, and it's a pretty short commute as long as I do it right this time. I mean, I followed to the right address. It's just not the right address because it's the wrong like zip code. So I'm tired, and this is like, so everything will be okay, and that's that. I'm ready to go to sleep, and I think I'm gonna sleep good. I hope I sleep good, but this is what keeps happening. I'm traveling and I think, oh, I'll definitely sleep good, and then I don't. That's life. Bye.
At this point, you saw how I did that little turnaround, right? Well, why did these two women like were staring at me and like my tripod setup, which is not like abnormal since I have a tripod set up and my phone out and I'm recording, right? And then you see me look like this and turn around because when I did that little spin, it looked like one of them started walking over to my phone. Like I started to get nervous, like, where am I? It didn't look safe. It didn't look like it was somewhere I should have been. Like I totally went the wrong way. I got off the wrong zip code. I was in the middle of butt fuck nowhere. Listen. You can see me get all stressed, like, let me get my tripod and keep it close to me at this point. Anyway, be careful out here. Got lost, of course, as per usual.
but we're not even upset about it because I got to talk to my love, so I feel good. And yeah, just waiting. Shouldn't be long for the train to come, and then we gotta get right. I think it's just the train and then walking. But there was another path where I could have did buses and trains and stuff. Give you like the closest, the quickest to get there, which means going from train to bus and this and that, versus just waiting a little bit longer and getting on one bus or thing to get there. Plan to come back with abs, so that's what's gonna happen. I don't care. This is what I look like.
And finally, I'm in the right place. Like hours later, it was probably like mid 10 p.m. at this point. This is like called Victoria. I want to say Victoria Lake Line, where I got off and they had the Wicked play happening here. That's why it's all shining in green. So beautiful. And here's some pictures. Oh, more videos and some pictures coming. This is the road that I walked to get to the next hostel. As you can see, the street looks the same, right? They all look pretty much the same. And that was it, guys. This is part one. Stay tuned for part two and more to come. Check out my TikTok. I'll link it here. And I love you guys. Bye.